Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We are now joined by Sanjeet Advani, who is one of the founders of My Govindas, and he's here with us today to talk all of this incredible kindness initiative where they're actually leaving kindness fridges outside of the restaurants where anyone who needs a meal can go and pick it up from, which is truly a really great initiative. So well done, guys. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Before we get into this, My Govindas has an incredible history. 21
Yes.
years. Can you talk us through a bit of that?
Yeah, so this was initially started by my father, who's been here for 40 years now. And he started this restaurant in Karama with the idea that he couldn't find good vegetarian food. And so, like he's been doing this for the last 20 years and made this name. And then I've just joined the business 2 years ago. And we just opened 2 more outlets in Silicon Oasis and JLT.
That's where I was last night. I drove through Silicon Oasis and I saw My Govindas and I was like, oh. So it has an amazing family history. And right before the show, I kind of mentioned the act of kindness that you guys are doing. And you kind of gave me a little story behind that. So tell us why you brought this initiative today.
Well, so we've been doing this for the last 10 years. And it was something that my father started, but he's been like the way I've been grown up, or I've grown up is he's always told us to like give back to society, and with whatever he has done, all the charitable initiatives, apart from this, it's just been instilled in our values as well, because we're so privileged with like the world we live in. There's so many people that just can't afford a meal on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that's basically where it comes from. Is just always trying to give back to society with whatever we have.
And how does it work?
So every day we fill the fridge with fruits, with proper food like rice, some vegetables, lentil, like a basic meal, and water. And we fill them up around lunchtime and dinner time. And anybody can just walk by, take it. No questions asked, no one's looking. Yeah, I mean, during COVID as well, like we had to fill up more, obviously, because there are a lot more people who were in need. And there used to be lines outside, because in Karama, there is an area where around our restaurant, a lot of labor were like just sleeping on the street. And they would every day just come line up because they know we're putting food in at 3:30 every day, or 7:30 at night in the evening. So yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. So what's the response like to the people who I guess can't afford a meal and who are getting it from you? What's their response?
Well, we don't really go up and talk to them, because it's also like a lot of these people, especially during COVID, like they had jobs, they had proper income, and it's just all of a sudden. So a lot of them don't feel like they don't want to be in that situation. So they're kind of, we don't go and make them feel worse about it. It's just no questions asked. We don't talk to anybody. We don't, it's just do whatever you want, like take how much ever you need. But however, customers who have been coming to our restaurant for the last 20 years, they're willing to like, put money in and like, I want to sponsor 15 meals or 50 meals or how many ever.
That's amazing.
That's a great response we've been seeing for the last couple of years.
Well, this is it, because usually when we share stories like this, a lot of the audience will say, well, how can I help?
Yeah.
And this is a response we had. We shared a similar story a couple of weeks ago and there was a great response. So if people can help, how can they help Govindas?
So you can just go to any of our outlets while you're dining in and just be like, I want to sponsor some of the meals that you put in the fridge, and they'll figure it out for you.
And let's say, for example, I always wonder about in the restaurant industry, food wastage. So are you guys able to manage that through this initiative?
Absolutely. So especially during lunchtime, we do this thing called thali. And it's just a bunch of different, it's like a fixed menu. And so we make those vegetables from before and like in the morning, right before lunchtime. So there's some leftovers there. That goes in the fridge. And then whatever vegetables, we see that are gonna go bad and we're not gonna be using it, that's what we use as well. So there's just a little bit whatever we can do for food wastage because there's so much happening in Dubai, especially. Yeah, I mean, it does help.
So the restaurant has grown legs. Like you've obviously opened to new locations. So you're now in Dubai Silicon Oasis, and the second location
JLT.
JLT. So you have fridges at these specific places where people can come and take the meals.
Correct. So it's outside our outlet, just by the entrance in Karama, also in Silicon Oasis. With JLT, where we just opened in December, so we're kind of just working out the legality of it in terms of permissions and stuff.
And how often is it there?
It's there every day.
Every day.
All the time, 24/7 throughout the night.
So amazing what you guys are doing. Really, really well done.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just whatever we can do, to help anybody.
This is the value of kindness. It's obviously something that you've grown up with. Do you, in terms of like passing on random act of kindnesses, do you think that kind of your act spreads more kindness throughout people?
Of course. I mean, it's always like an inspiration for anybody else. Even like whatever I see like other people doing, there's so many other people doing different acts of kindness. It's just even more inspiration, like, hey, I could do something, like even if you're not like have so much money, but there's always something you can spare, just giving a fruit to someone, like a laborer walking by, like a cleaner walking by, the municipality cleaners, just giving them maybe 5 dirhams or like a fruit or water. That's something itself, like you've done something to make yourself feel good.
Look, I 100% agree because I think that sharing these stories, and thankfully Micah Vindas is doing this for so long, it inspires people to do more. So I think what you guys are doing is amazing, and I would like to be able to give people the information so they can help you, so they can go to any of the Micah Vindas restaurants and they can reach out and they can potentially donate more meals into the fridges.
Sure, absolutely.
So what's the best way to get in touch with you, or do they need to go physically?
They can just message us on Instagram or email us, go on our website, or call us, and like the restaurant manager will help you out. How many ever meals you want to sponsor. Yeah, it's super easy.
So great, because of course we have the Ramadan sharing fridges, which happen throughout Ramadan, but this is like this happens all throughout the year by a local restaurant who's simply just giving back.
Well, last Ramadan also we had a tie-up with RTA where we gave out free meals for iftar for all the taxi drivers, so they could come in and get an iftar meal, like a proper meal. So there's something we're working on this year as well.
Just in terms of numbers, have you any idea of the amount of people that you might have fed, or
we don't count.
You don't count?
I mean, 10 years, if you say like, let's say even if it's like 40, 50 meals a day.
Wow.
Like if, I don't know.
Yeah, how could you count? It's just really incredible.
It's just, whatever we can give back, like, and we don't like to count.
And I think for us watching is that, a number of restaurants will give a meal to people who need it, right? But actually for what we can also do is support those restaurants. So this Micah Vindas, they've literally taken on this incredible initiative to give free food to people every day who need it, so we can support Micah Vindas. This is just my take on it. So really, really well done. It was amazing to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
You've also brought a little bag of food in for us, which is exciting.
I did bring, so something new we've started with these 2 new outlets is we do a lot of Indian sweets. Which is something we specialize in now, so that's what I've brought for you guys.
Thank you so much. What's your favorite Indian sweet?
Well,
because isn't there some like controversy over Indian sweets?
I mean, I like gulab jamun. There's like ras malai. There is kaju katli. Like it's a nut-based sweet. So there's a lot of things. Like I can't really pick and choose. Anything with sugar, I'll eat it.
I got a gift from Simran's mom of Indian sweets. I don't know the name, but they're these gorgeous little all pale, nearly like marzipan, but they're not, but they taste like butter. I don't know. They're so delicious. Anyway, on that note, Micah Vindas is doing something really, really incredible. They're literally giving free meals every single day to the people who need it most. If you want to support them, get in touch with Micah Vindas. That was Sanjita Vadi. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it, and for sharing your story, because it's so important, and I think it inspires kindness in the community. So really well done.
Thank you so much.
Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show this morning. We're back with you every single weekday morning.